What is good, everyone? My name is OJ and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch news video. Today, there is just so much news. It's unbelievable how much stuff is coming out on the Nintendo Switch, and I'm pretty sure you guys are ready to hear some of my takes on all this stuff. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So NIS America has teased the Disgaea 5 complete release date for a press event and will be live streaming the whole shindig pretty soon here. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. So NIS America's press event is starting to look very interesting for Nintendo fans. For one thing, it sounds like a localization of RPG Maker FES will be announced. On top of that, a new press email from the company teases the release date for its first Nintendo Switch game, that being Disgaea 5 Complete. For the first time, NIS America will be streaming its press event. You can watch it at the link in the description below on February 17th at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. That is 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That's February 18th, 3 a.m. in the UK and 4 a.m. in Europe. So pretty cool stuff there that we're actually going to find out more about the Disgaea 5 Complete Edition for the Nintendo Switch. For many people who like those more niche RPGs out there that are on the PlayStation systems, I know NIS usually never does anything on Nintendo systems a lot, so it's really good to see a game like this come to there. And the Japanese president of the company has already said, hey, this is not going to be the only game that we're going to be doing for the Nintendo Switch. We're going to have multiple ones, and I think it all kind of just falls back into the Nintendo Switch being a very easy system to port to, a very easy system to develop on, whereas the Wii U was not, and that's why you're seeing this type of support. And also on top of that, you have to look at the Japanese audience, and you would be absolutely insane if you're a Japanese developer and you don't look at bringing over your titles when you know good and well that portables do very well in Japan, and Nintendo essentially has the strongest portable on the market, to where you can bring PS4 and Xbox One quality titles to that system in addition to underneath that. So PS3, Xbox 360, your PC ports, it can essentially handle so many different things. You would be insane if you're a Japanese developer not to bring over your games and support the system. So expect there to be a lot more announcements going forward, especially from Japanese developers. Alright, moving on to some more news on Nintendo Switch pre-orders. So the other day there was actually an article that was being spread around saying that GameStop and Target locations were canceling pre-orders. Now we have come out and heard that GameStop says no, we are not canceling pre-orders. If you have any issues with them, please make sure you check out our finance team or whatever. Give us a call, we'll be able to help you. Now Target has come out and said the same thing, also denying that they are canceling Nintendo Switch pre-orders due to allocation issues. Target actually issued a statement to game industry. Quote, Target has not canceled any pre-orders for Nintendo Switch due to inventory allocations. Customers who have questions about their Nintendo Switch pre-order should contact Target Guest Relations at 1-800-440-0680. But once again, it looks like we might have some false reports of people saying that they're canceling pre-orders when that's not the case at all. I remember there was stuff like this before when it comes to cancellations of things. I remember Watch Dogs on the Wii U, there was a lot of stuff saying that GameStops were canceling pre-orders before that, and then I remember me actually physically calling my GameStop right there on a video, and they said, no, nothing's been canceled. And I remember calling multiple ones after that and saying, nope, it's still coming to Nintendo Wii U. We just necessarily don't have a release date for it. So this might be another thing here. And like I said before, I called multiple GameStops and none of them said that they had any type of allocation or stock issues. And it seems like the same thing is happening with Target here. So you can't always believe what you hear on the internet as far as what's going on. But I'm glad for all those people who purchased or who pre-ordered at Target and GameStop. It looks like you guys will be getting your pre-orders right on time on March 3rd. All right, and moving on to some Take-Two news. So a lot of people have been a bit worried, I guess, about Take-Two's involvement with Nintendo Switch because all they've announced is a basketball game, which being NBA 2K18. However, Take-Two says that they are planning on supporting the Switch in the quotations long form. During the company's latest financial call, the company's CEO actually had this to say about the Nintendo Switch platform and supporting it for more than just NBA 2K18. Quote, we're excited about Switch. We're supporting Switch with NBA 2K18. We've said we're supporting it long form. We've said over and over again that when Nintendo comes to market, you never want to count them out. So we're excited about it. But the only thing we can announce is the basketball title. So it's once again, people obviously are jumping the gun when it comes to Take-Two support. Some people said, oh, well, all they've announced or all they're going to have is NBA 2K18. And just because a company says, all they're going to have is one title does not mean that's the only title that they're going to have. And I don't know how long are we going to just be proven wrong to where people just need to realize that there's a lot of things that goes into third-party support, especially with a brand new platform that is different from the other platforms out on the market. I think there's a combination of factors here. Take-Two obviously has other things to announce with the Nintendo Switch. We've heard a lot of different rumors as far as what the Nintendo Switch will be getting from Take-Two, and I really take it as a wait-and-see approach. Obviously, they've announced NBA 2K18, but from what the CEO is saying right here, they've got more to announce at the perfect time to do so. And to me, it's going to be E3 2017. That's when they're probably going to have more games to announce. Remember, Western developers just got their dev kits pretty much last year at some point around the summertime. So I think NBA 2K18 was probably the only game that they can confirm, but they wanted to make probably a bigger splash, maybe even having them up on stage with Nintendo at an E3 press conference or an E3 reveal or a Nintendo Direct. So I do think that we definitely need to be a little bit more patient on this one, and they'll announce more games as they come in and as we get closer and as the system actually launches and the sales come in. I'm pretty sure that Take-Two is going to have some good games to announce as well. All right, and for the last article here, it looks like the Nintendo Switch is going to be the system that Nintendo's only dealing with for the time being, because they have stated very clearly at this point that they are not creating the Nintendo 3DS successor right now. So in a recent interview with Time, Tatsumi Kimishima once again had to say this, and here is his full quotes on the matter. Quote, "We are not creating a successor to the Nintendo 3DS right now. We are, however, still thinking of portable systems. We are thinking of ways that we'll be able to continue bringing portable gaming systems out. So yes, we are thinking of different ways to continue the portable gaming business." So this basically says, you know what, we have the Nintendo Switch, but if the Nintendo Switch doesn't do as well as we think it's going to do, then we could potentially bring out a cheaper, lighter version of a 3DS successor that is a completely portable console, to where you do not need a dock, to where you do not hook it up to a TV, to where it's pretty much going to be a Nintendo Switch Lite. Maybe there's no detachable controllers on there. Everything is just one smaller screen. So that's what I think that Nintendo's doing. They're playing this out because they have to be really smart about it. And the Nintendo Switch is designed in a way to where it can go multiple different directions. You can bring out a Switch Lite if you wanted to do that. That wouldn't be a problem for them to do it and not put in the dock. Basically make the Joy-Cons attached onto there and make it a permanent thing as just a handheld. Or they can have it to where you could bring a whole new tablet that's stronger and slide that on there. Or they can have it to where they have a supplemental computing device hooked up to the dock, and that makes it stronger that way. There's multiple different ways that this console can go, and I think Nintendo is somewhat like future-proofing itself from having a failure. So if something isn't going right, they can course correct quickly. If they feel that there's a need to bring out another portable on the market because so many people are just using this Nintendo Switch as a home console, they're going to do so. If they feel the need to say, hey, you know what, we need a little bit more power down the line, they can put out a supplemental computing device that's already patented. So that's what Nintendo's doing. They're setting themselves up to where they're not in a Wii U 3D situation to where you're kind of stuck with this platform and there's really nowhere else it can go, and it follows the same old ways that they've always done with their previous systems. There's many different avenues that this system can go with, and with the type of architecture it's using, the type of CPU, GPU, what they're doing with it, it's going to be able to be far more attractive to third-party developers, in addition to Nintendo's own developers creating software at a much better rate. So there's a lot of different things, and I don't think really Nintendo is at the point where they're going to say, oh yeah, we're going to make another portable, or we're going to make another console. They've got an all-in-one device that many people are really excited about, and Tatsumi Kimishima knows more than anything, though, that he needs to make sure that he keeps his options open just in case, because that's just smart business. But at the same time, we've heard from Nintendo's other producers who were the main ones on Switch, in addition now to like, hey, they're not developing a Nintendo 3DS successor. And it's been how many years since the 3DS has been out? Nintendo would have already announced something at this point if we were going to see one, because it's already been 6 years or something like that. So yeah, we're not going to see one. Nintendo Switch is pretty much going to be the system that Nintendo's going to be developing on. You have all the developers hands on deck creating for this one system. I think that creates a better atmosphere and better for Nintendo fans going forward, because you can buy that one device if you're a portable fan or if you're a console fan and pretty much get your fill from Nintendo first party development studios. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips and tricks, and everything in gaming. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace!